You don't have that.
All right. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight for the Monday, September 8th, 2025 Board of Selectmen, Highway Commissioner and Cemetery Commissioner meeting. We have had a change of location. Instead of meeting in room 321A, we are in 315. We're going to start tonight's meeting. Oh, and this meeting is being recorded. It's the reason for the venue change. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So first up, we have approval of minutes from August 11th, 2025. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Perfect. Moving on to citizens' comments. Does anyone want to make a comment this evening about something that's not on the agenda? Okay. Great. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Scott. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
The dangers of being known. Scott Sikorsky, Catherine Street, but I'm here today for your roles as cemetery commissioners. I got a call from a friend of my folks who lives up in the area of Corbin Cemetery about as she said, dead phone in the middle of the cemetery. She had a concern. I have my opinion. I went down and took a look at it, have my opinions, but I told her I would get an answer for her. She wanted to know, who put it there and who approved it and all of that. And she also was really concerned about the fact that the funding source, the Janet Malzer grant, Janet's name was spelled wrong. It's spelled Malzner instead of Malzer. So I'm just here asking questions to pass on to her.
Yeah, absolutely. So I believe the previous. Oh, yeah, I'll take that one. Olivia, Ms. Antonsen, please.
Yes. So,
thank you.
Through the chair, that was a passion project of Michelle Jervis, who currently works still part-time in my office. She applied for that grant. She had seen the idea somewhere else, loved to bring something like that to Corbin. She applied for that funding, received it through the Janet Malzer grant, and it was recently installed. I have not gone down and taken a look at it, so I was unaware of the spelling error, but I'm sure if I bring that to Michelle's attention, she can work with the monument company to get that rectified.
The people who made the sign should fix it, but they spelled it wrong.
I agree.
And not for nothing, it's a rotary phone. I don't know how many people under the age of 30 even know how to operate a rotary phone, but that's just another, I thought it was, it's rotary. But no, all right, I'll pass that on to her that it is what it is. Okay, thank you.
I'll try to get that fixed. Thank you. First up for public business, the Recreation Commission requests to hold Spooktacular Thursday, October 23rd, 2025 from 5 to 6:30 p.m. at the Town Hall. Yes, please.
Hi, Alicia Figueredo, 6 Tobin Drive. I'm the chair of the Recreation Commission, and we just wanted to bring 2 annual events to your attention and ask to hold them on certain dates. So the first one is the Spooktacular, and we're requesting to hold it on October 23rd between 5 and 6:30. The event typically starts at the library, where families do a costume parade to the town hall. And then at the town hall, there's a grab bag dinner, s'mores, and games. And this year we're planning to add some live music in and other fun activities, thanks to the grant that we received. Do you want me to move on to the second one, or just?
No, let's
okay.
Just a second. Alicia, Are you looking for volunteers for this event? or
Yeah,
anything
we
like that?
could always
Can they
use
get in touch with you for that kind of thing?
They can send an email to the recreation email.
Perfect, thank you. Do we have a motion?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to hold Spooktacular Thursday, October 23rd, 2025, from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Town Hall.
Second. Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Thank you. And now we'll move on to the request to hold the tree lighting on Thursday, December 4th, 2025, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at the Town Hall.
Okay. The tree lighting is also a Town Hall annual event. We typically have Santa come on the fire truck, and then we light the tree. The kids get to meet Santa, and then we usually have pizza dinner and crafts and activities inside the senior center. And we could always use volunteers for that as well.
Perfect. Do you have any questions, comments, anyone in the public? These events are fabulous, and I'm so grateful that we get to live in a town with a recreation commission that puts these things on. They usually are pretty flawless, so thank you for coming before the board. Do we have a motion for the tree lighting?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to hold the tree lighting Thursday, December 4th, 2025, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at the Town Hall.
Second.
Okay, any questions, comments? Great, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Thank you
Thank you so
Alicia.
much.
All right, next up, trick or treat. Board of Selectmen votes to hold trick or treating on October 31st, 2025, from 5 to 7 p.m. Any comments from the town administrator's office?
This is consistent with past practice. We generally, I don't know if the chief wants to add his public safety bent to it, but we generally hold it at the same time that Webster does on the same night of Halloween, so from those 5 to 7 hours. That has to be clear by the board.
Chief, do you have anything
No,
you need to add?
I'm in favor of it.
Perfect. All right, I will entertain a motion to hold trick or treating on October 31st, 2025, from 5 to 7 p.m.
No, you want to go? You can
So
take one.
moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Okay, next up, public business D, parking waiver for Nichols College, parking on the west side of Center Road starting Saturday, October 25th, between the hours of 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the area of the Lombard Dining Hall, southbound to the Olson Residence Hall. Board of Selectmen votes to approve parking waiver or to take any other action relative thereto.
Good evening, Madam Chair.
Good evening.
It's Steve Weiner, and this was one request that was left off the last batch that we had to go through. As you know, I think the board approved a one-day permit for the food truck festival that's taking place on Saturday, 25th. And in the discussions with the team up there, there's between a football game that day, I think it's Family and Friends Weekend, and they had last year roughly 100 local residents that attended that festival when it was up there. So we just thought we would open this up as an area where mostly the local residents can park. They want to go up and attend the festival, because it's just a short walk across the green from that. So we will have police officers on hand, both for the food truck festival and the football game and things. So, and we'll have other staff up there if necessary. So, and handle any questions if you have them.
Any questions?
It says starting Saturday, October 25th. This is just for one day, correct?
One day,
This
yes.
isn't...
Yeah, it's just in conjunction with the food truck festival that's taking place that day. So that's it.
Any other questions from the board? Any questions from the public? Chief?
I would not be opposed to the waiver, like the director said, that there is a police officer that's working a detail for the football game, and then shortly afterwards, there is another officer working the actual festival. Last year, I believe, we did a pretty good job making sure that the traffic stayed parked in the parking lots, but if need be, we would have an officer there to help out with traffic at the expense of Nichols.
That sounds good. So I will entertain a motion on this item. motion?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the parking waiver for Nichols College, parking on the west side of Center Road starting October 25th, between the hours of 2 to 9 in the area of the Lombard Dining Hall, southbound to the Olson Residence Hall.
Second. Oh,
Oh, no, go right
For
ahead. I was
discussion?
waiting. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, please.
Okay.
Could you take out the starting just for that day? Because starting implies that it goes forward in perpetuity. Would you mind modifying your motion?
No, I'm amenable to that.
Thank you.
second, I approve of the change.
Thank you.
No problem. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Next, we have the Board of Selectmen vote on right of first refusal under MGL Chapter 61A 90 to 2.77 acres of land on Durfee Road, book number 26282, page 142, parcel 220002. Board of Selectmen votes to waive right of first refusal or take any other action relative thereto. Do we have any representatives for this item? Yeah, if you could come up, please, and just introduce yourself.
Good evening. I'm Patricia Kelly. I'm the owner of the land.
Okay. Yeah, you can have a seat.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, and
And I'm Alexander Howe, and I'm the buyer of the land.
Okay. Perfect. So can you just give us a quick, hold on. Can you give us a quick overview of the right of first refusal that's come through the office?
Well, the right of first refusal, as we're acquainted with, is when a piece of land is designated as agricultural or recreational, it's a lower tax rate. And in order to sell that land or move on that land, the town has, as part of that deed restriction, the right to exercise its right of first refusal, meaning that if it served the town's purposes, the town would be able to make a fair market offer on that in advance of the sale going through. And what we traditionally do and what we've done this time is make sure that there is no use for any town departments. In other words, if it was an aquifer or something like that, the town may be interested in buying it in order to maintain the town's public water supply. That's not the case here. The town is not interested in purchasing the land at this point in time. There's been a deed restriction placed, a lien placed on that piece of property, which means that when it changes hands like this, that back taxes have to be paid up to a certain amount in order to take it out of that designation, unless it's going to remain otherwise in that designation moving forward. So that's in the Selectmen OneDrive. We got that through the assessor's office. That's all in order. So what remains is the Board of Selectmen's decision to vote to either waive right of first refusal or to exercise it.
Okay. Thank you. Do we have any comments or questions for the seller or the buyer? Any questions from the public?
Is this property going to be taken out of the
Yes.
protected status?
it needs to be taken out.
Okay.
That is ultimately what will happen if
Okay, thanks.
we waive the right of first refusal.
Just to get it out there.
Right,
That's
We
what I
had
figured was
asked
gonna
about it
happen.
staying in, but it's not possible.
Thank you. And are there any comments you would like to make before the board? Okay, not a big deal. So with that said, I'll entertain a motion to waive the board's right of first refusal under MGL Chapter 61A 90 on the 2.77 acres of land on Durfee Road.
I'm good to
Oh, yeah.
talk? Thank you. Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion under Mass General Law, Chapter 61A 90, the 2.77, I apologize, acres of land on Durfee Road, Book 26282, page 142, parcel 220-002, that the Board of Selectmen waive the right of first refusal.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Okay, so now we have Nicole Messier, the library director, to give a presentation on the fiscal 25 library stats.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Good, how are you? Thank
Good.
you so much for coming.
Yes.
Sorry about the technical difficulties.
The good news is that everyone can see the infographic on our library website, crawfordlibrary.org, if anybody wants to look at it after the fact. So we had a really good year. These are the statistics for July 2024 through June of 2025. Library visitors to the library was up almost 7,000 visitors over the previous period. Interlibrary loans, which is another number that librarians look at, it tells us how many patrons that are from Dudley are borrowing items from other communities. Both numbers should be pretty close matching. Typically, Dudley lends around 7,000 items every year to other communities, but what we don't see is people borrowing from other communities to our library, but that number came up this year, so we were excited to see that. We want people to be using the CW Mars system to get all the materials that they want. We have circulated, last year we circulated 60,270 items. That is up almost 20,000 items over the previous year. Wi-Fi statistic usage is up 506 users, which is 26% over the previous time period. Public computers are being used, that we had another extra 1,000 people using the public computers in FY25, which is surprising because everyone has a computer, on their phone, but people still need that service. Like the items that circulated are up 41%, but so are the electronic usages. So that would be Libby, which we are all a big fan of Libby. That went up 22% year over year. Summer reading is the only number on this infographic that is actually a calendar year number. It's not a fiscal year number because it branches the 2 different years. The staff and I came up with a number to challenge ourselves. In calendar year 2024, we had 938 people participate in the summer reading program, so we were going for 1,000. It's a stretch for us, like 1,000 people to sign up for summer reading is a lot. We beat that. It came in at 1,068. That was 474 adults, 426 children, and 168 teens using the library just this summer. So we were really proud of that number. The staff is phenomenal. They work so hard. They are game to try anything to make things exciting, informational, and just, dynamic to, in the space. So we're really lucky to have the staff that we have. The programming is also up over the previous year. We offered 660 programs in FY25 and had 7,277 attendees. That's up 72% over the previous year. So that's huge. What kind of programs? Knitting, quilting, D&D, true crime book clubs, graphic novel book clubs, story times, cook the book clubs, genealogy, you name it. We're trying to offer it. And the final number that I would like to report is museum passes. Those are free to the public to use. They are purchased by the Friends of the Library. We have 15 different passes that you can borrow from the library with your library card. They were used 209 times last year, which is up 29% over the previous year. So we're in a good trend.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yep.
It's really good to hear. Thank you and
Yeah,
staff
you're
for
welcome.
the great work. I think as part of your presentation, you're going to talk about some things that are coming up, correct?
Yes, I
Perfect.
picked just 1 or 2 quick things. I don't want to take up too much of anybody's time. But something that we were looking for at the library is we like to try to serve everybody in the community. And something that we as a staff have been wanting to do for probably 6 to 8 months is really talk about mental health and how we can reach out to the community and try to help families and anybody who needs help with children, with family members, you name it. So we're partnering with the Parent Professional Advocacy League. They are a nonprofit. They are a statewide family organization dedicated to improving the mental health and well-being of children, youth, and families through support, education, and advocacy. They're going to be at the library on Thursday, October 16th from 6 till 8 p.m. free and open to the public. Everybody is welcome to come. They're going to be doing a national program from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. The workshop will cover the most up-to-date research on suicide prevention and teaches participants on how to save lives. So it's a conversation that none of us want to ever have, but maybe we need the tools to learn how to have it. It's a safe place to do it. It will not be recorded, but everyone is welcome to come. It's a free program. We do ask if you are bringing a child that is between the ages of 14 to 16 that they are accompanied by an adult because of the sensitive nature of the material. It's really not appropriate for kids under the age of 14, but if it's something that families reach out to us and they would like us to have a program geared more towards younger kids, we certainly can do that. This foundation is just absolutely great. And if you want to find out more information on them, you can go to their website, which is ppal.net. So that one was the one that we'll be sending to the schools, the newspapers. So, and then lastly, just really quickly, September is Library Card Sign-Up Month. I know everybody has a library card, but I would like to point out that you can also get, if you don't have time to actually visit the library, you can get an e-card, which gives you 24/7 access to a digital library, which includes Libby, which is your e-audio, e-books, Canopy, which is new to Dudley, which I'll talk about in a second, Craftsy, which is if you are into crafting and you want to see some tutorials that you can use with your library card, and e-magazines. There's 5,900 titles on Libby for e-magazines, and they're all free. So if you're getting paper magazines, use your library card. They're already paid for. But really quickly, so Canopy is what we just added to our library collection. It's movie streaming. It's a curated collection. There's over 30,000 titles. It is free with your library card. So they also have Canopy for families, which works a little bit differently. The regular Canopy, you get tokens. So if you want to watch a movie, you log in, you get 15 tokens. A movie can cost anywhere between 2 to 4 tokens, I believe, is the standard, and the library picks up that cost for you. You can get it on your Roku stick, any smart TV. You can stream it on your iPad. So with Canopy, they offer Canopy Kids, which is a tightly curated collection of the best children's programming available today. It includes Sesame Street, PBS, Weston Woods, and Shout Factory. You can put parental locks on those so you can be in control of what your kids are watching. And all of that is free with you have to be a Dudley resident with a Pearl L. Crawford Memorial Library card to access Canopy. So that's it.
Super information.
That's it.
That's fantastic.
That's it. That's all I've got for you tonight.
I did want to say, last September, on a personal note, my husband went and got a library card, and it had been a very long time. He was actually really nervous about it because he's like, I'm an adult, I should know how to do this. And when he got back, he was mad at himself that he hadn't done it sooner. So, yeah, like, where it is September, and September seems to be the month for signups. Like, anyone who's been waiting, just go in the library.
Do it. There's something for everyone. Like, truly, there really is. So,
Any questions for Nicole?
I have a question.
Mr. Siganovich.
Difference between the regular physical card and an e-card. Are they the same?
they are the same. So a physical card, you can come to the library, you have to bring identification. It gives you access to everything that is on site. So physical books, DVDs, memory kits, anything. An e-card is great if you don't have time to visit the library. You sign up through our website. There's a link that says get an e-card. You put your information in and they will assign you a number. You cannot check out physical items with your e-card. You can only check out physical items with your physical card, but when you come into the library, we just switch you over.
So if you have a physical card, can you do things online, or are they two separate?
Nope, one card does it all.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah, you're welcome.
Any other questions for Nicole? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, last but not least, October 20th, 2025, special town meeting warrant. Board of Selectmen votes to open special town meeting warrant at 9 a.m. on September 9th, 2025, and close the warrant at 9 a.m. on September 19th, 2025. Mr. Town Administrator, to take it away.
So this is the period where if there are any citizen petition warrant articles, those are articles that are put together by citizens that petition the town to include them for a vote at town meeting, which is October 19th. We provide that period of time for them to go ahead and get those petitions in. So that's what this is for essentially.
Perfect. Any comments, questions? Okay, then I will entertain a motion to open the special town meeting warrant at 9 a.m. on September 9th, 2025, and to close the warrant at 9 a.m. on September 19th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Great. Moving on to departmental communication. I'm going to start at the end. MJ, do you have anything for us today?
Want to go up there?
Yeah, please. I know it's a small room, but want to make sure everything gets picked up.
Starting hopefully Thursday and Friday, we're going to be starting work on Center Road. We'll be doing some paving on Center Road, the college down the Yummies, and then following week we will be starting on hopefully Dudley Stockbridge Road, starting at Northwest Schoolhouse Road, going to the area about 344 Dudley Stockbridge, doing some paving there also. Hopefully with the weather and setting up different vendors working at the same time. So, we were supposed to start Monday, but we got pushed back until Thursday, Friday. So I'm not sure if we're going to be doing it Thursday or Friday or not. If not, we'll be doing it next week. So that's about all.
Any questions? Thanks, MJ. Chief?
Just real quick, I got some good news. Officer Pacheco was cleared from his injury today, so you'll be seeing Maverick a little bit more often. The officer was out on injury for the last couple of weeks, but he got cleared today, so I'm hoping that Maverick will see a little more road time in the next couple of days. That's about it.
Thank you. Scott, do you have anything? Sarah?
I think the last time I was before you, we were getting ready for the auditors. The auditors came in the week of August 18th. Things went well between Rich's office and my office. Everything they needed was taken care of. And I got some adjusting entries, and right now working on pulling together the balance sheet for the free cash, which will be needed for the supplemental requests for the October town meeting. So we're busy, but things are lining up well.
Perfect. Questions? Okay, great. Thank you. Rich?
Ditto. So a great deal of effort. I think the last time we had a full debrief from the Treasurer Collector's Office, we had the annual school, we had the auditors coming. There was a lot of field work gets done, not in the field, with a secure portal. It's the best thing since sliced bread. You get so many things up, standard things, follow up additional detail, and of course, on site, they have the chance to go through and do that extra level of detail. So that's good. For everybody who was following, I'm the elections officer for the Worcester Regional Retirement Board. They only had one candidate, so my first election as the elections officer for them was a fait accompli. We only had one person, and it was a person returning to the position, so that was an easy lift. Water bills due on the 18th. A little bit of a change for the tax title taking for anything that was unpaid in a previous year, but nobody wants to hear about the bills that are coming out and what have you, the pink bills. So other than that, thank you.
Thank you. Questions? Board Counselor? Great. Assistant Town Administrator. Perfect. Town Administrator.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So a grant from the Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs Dam and Seawall Removal Program has been awarded to Dudley, finally, after our third straight year of applying for the competitive grant, in the amount of $250,000, which will be applied to the Carpenter Road Dam for repair and remediation. So this, the board probably recalls that we've been working on this for 3 years. Bill Scanlon put in the original application, and it follows our strategy to pursue grant funding to mitigate all the many town-owned dams that are on their way out around town, repair them, mitigate them. In some cases, we can engineer them down to have them removed altogether. I'd especially like to thank Amanda Gage, who worked on behalf of the Board of Selectmen, the Highway Commissioners, and supported our engineering in this final application period. She stayed on it, and she was successful in getting the grant. So we appreciate her work. Just as a reminder, the town has scheduled a public informational session for residents who may be interested in hearing about and asking questions relative to the borrowing article that we're proposing for the installation of the water line on Eagle Drive. And that borrowing article will be on October 20th, special town meeting warrant. So that informational session will be held at a Board of Selectmen meeting on October 6th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. The purpose will be to provide residents with the opportunity to hear and ask questions of representatives from DEP, Ty and Bond, they're the engineering firm that's designing the water line, Weston and Sampson, they're our LSP, who's doing all the testing and the work on the filtration systems around the Eagle Drive area, and town council, so that they'll have the residents will have an opportunity to ask any questions that they may have and consider how they're going to vote in terms of borrowing to install that water line. In addition to that, Sean Healy from Weston and Sampson will be walking around the Eagle Drive neighborhood this week. He's going to be knocking on doors with an FAQ sheet to hand to residents, ask in person if they have any questions or if they can help them with any concerns that they might have. There'll be an email sent out to residents notifying them. Those residents who appear on the Weston and Sampson testing list will get notice by email and by mail, regular post office, analog mail in advance of the October 6th informational session. So we have a big push to make sure that every resident that's going to be impacted by this line has the opportunity to come in and ask questions of the same people who are giving us advice, so they can hear the information for themselves. The town has also submitted for qualifying reimbursement costs to the Special Needs Fund, which is the PFAS class action suit, which is the national class action suit for all the PFAS recovery funds that are available now. We've put in for that special needs fund for a reimbursement in the amount of $624,000 for money spent and projected to be spent in Eagle Drive as part of that. This fund is different than the qualifying disbursements that would be expected as part of the overall class action settlement. And it's just a portion of the cost. It's not going to be the entire amount. So if we put in for $624,000, we may get a portion of that. It also follows, to date for our public water supply, which was done through the enterprise funding. We put in for $15,389,401 in PFAS remedial related costs. And that claim is under review to ensure that they meet new eligibility criteria and the revised guidelines. Because when you put in for stuff, it's always important that they revise the guidelines during the application period for reimbursement.
Of course.
So, again, it's not going to be $15 million that we get back, and I want to make it clear that it's not going to be enough money to cover the expenses incurred by the borrowing by the enterprise system, nor is it going to be enough to pay for the water line installation. But it's something. So we're pursuing the class action suit reimbursement to make sure that we recover every penny that we possibly can towards these unforeseen expenses. We're also working with DEP to determine our eligibility to apply for up to $400,000 in additional funding and projected costs for the testing and mitigation of the Eagle Drive project. So that would be, we're working with Weston and Sampson and projecting what costs might come up to for the next year and a half or so. And we're hoping to maybe get some of that money back for this available funding, but that funding's going away very quickly, so the eligibility to submit for that reimbursement would be October 1st.
Okay.
And we weren't eligible for the second phase. The first phase was paid for the $600,000 in expenses to scope out the water line project. So we're hoping for the third phase we'll get some money back.
Any questions for the town administrator? Okay, I will entertain a motion to accept the town administrator's report.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay, board member comments. Mr. Sigenovich.
I actually signed up for an e-card. It's easy to do. I did it right now. It's easy to do.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, free good stuff, why not?
Excellent.
That's all. Thank you.
Mr. Sarjeski.
I've been doing some thinking about town meeting and attendance, and I was wondering if we, down the line, could entertain a conversation about potentially shifting the time of town meeting to an earlier time slot that would allow for, the robust discussion, allow all members of the community easier access, and allow us to end the meeting earlier than, 10:30. For ease, and maybe adjust to family schedules a little bit more, and including our senior community to increase some potential attendance.
Well, we can certainly ask town council what the procedure would be.
Perfect. Thank you. So, I don't really have anything tonight, so at this point, I will entertain a motion to adjourn to executive session pursuant to General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body and the chair so declares. Advanced Flower Capital versus DMA Holdings, Suffolk Superior Court, 2584 CB 00175.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Carrie Sigenovich, aye.
Chris Stachewski, aye.
Janet DeShane, aye. Thank you, everybody.